Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Welcome here. I'm here to answer your questions and help you through this bull market and maybe one day a bear market. If you have any questions, submit your questions in the link below. Let's begin. So, it has been asked, or it has been questioned, what happens with Blackrock and all these other governments and whatnot? They end up buying Bitcoin. Is it possible? Is it possible that they can capture Bitcoin? I don't think so. Let me explain what I mean by that. So that has been one of those doubtful questions, FUD, that you could say, fair, uncertainty, and doubt, that has been raised about Bitcoin. Oh, these big institutions, they're going to buy up all the Bitcoin and it's going to control it and take it over. Well, that's kind of ironic, actually, because I remember in 2017, the narrative back then was that now we have the ability to actually get into Bitcoin before the big institutions, because when they do come, we would have already been here. And that was part of the revolution. It was something started by us plebs, us coders and whatnot, and we got into Bitcoin before anyone else got into Bitcoin, before all the big banks and institutions, and we were able to, you could say, front run them, what they call, or get there first. But it was always known from the very beginning, when Satoshi even launched the network, that at some point, institutions, big companies, the uber rich would get into Bitcoin, and at some point, nation states would eventually get into Bitcoin. That was always part of the plan. So the fact that they now are doing that, it's weird that it's becoming FUD. Kind of weird. So here's the answer to that. They were always going to come. That was always part of the plan. The idea was that you would get in there early, which is why we made videos about Bitcoin going back from 2019. Many of us made the announcement. We shouted at the top of the rooftops in the mountains saying, please, guys, wake up. Fiat is a Ponzi. Bitcoin is a way out of fiat. That was the message from day one. And everyone's like, oh no, they're gonna ban it, they're gonna do this to it, they're not gonna allow it, how can they allow it? But now that no one's banning it, rather they're actually diving straight into it. Even Donald Trump is saying they're gonna have a Bitcoin reserve. I mean, are they gonna ban Bitcoin when they're planning to have a Bitcoin reserve? Why would they do something that will destroy the value of their reserve? So I think the idea now that they're gonna ban it is pretty much dead now. I mean, it should be dead, because why would any government ban the thing that by banning it would destroy what they want? That was very, very badly said, but you get the gist. Governments that are accumulating Bitcoin. El Salvador has tons of Bitcoin. I think 5,000 Bitcoin. Bhutan has hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. They've been mining Bitcoins for years now. USA has 100 and something thousand Bitcoin. UK has Bitcoin. Germany had it, but they sold it. Many countries now have Bitcoin. There are rumors that one of the countries in the Middle East have been buying Bitcoin. So many countries are buying Bitcoin. So for them to say, okay, we're going to ban it, makes absolutely no sense. Because that would harm the value of their own investment. So the banning thing is dead now. So we can't now say, oh, they're going to get there before us, they're going to control it. No. But the question is, okay, now they've got most of the Bitcoin, or a large number of Bitcoin, can they now control it? Well, how? How would you control it? If it was a proof of stake network, whereby the amount of coins you stake gives you more say in the network, yes, you could have a controlling stake in a network. That's what that means. That's part of the whole fiat standard, or the fiat network. The more fiat you have, the more control you have over the fiat. I get that. But with Bitcoin, it's about proof of work. You can have millions of Bitcoin. If you're not a node runner or a miner, it doesn't matter. So buying up all the Bitcoin gives you no added control over the network. So hopefully that answers that question. They can buy as much Bitcoin as they want. That won't change the code that you run on your node. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.